So I made a fairly short and simple racetrack that I just want to make a car on that goes really fast, and I made it like there's some fairly like tighter turns around here, like that one's pretty tight, and there's some looser turns like that turn, and I just want to make a race car go really fast on it, and that's what this video is. It's me finally building a car. A real quick fun tip: if you wanna kill every entity, like if there's just like mobs in your video and you don't want there to be, you can just type this command and it'll the exclamation point here will cause it to kill everything but the player. So like if I add some items out and then type that, it kills everything that's not the player. So that's handy. So to make this, actually going to use a technique that I learned from a fellow YouTuber called Bofa, called sublevel merging. And it's where you take two different builds, like this, and then if I just /sable, assemble, connected, do that same thing for right here, and then grab a bearing, a swivel bearing. Then, okay, let me grab a physics staff. Nope, that is not how I lock things in place. Okay. And then you can right-click this and grab glue, and using the glue, you can glue it to other things. Here, let me... No, I don't want to glue that. I want to glue... Oh, that is not right in any capacity. Okay, so I'm gonna undo that. But let's say I had some slabs over here. We can glue it to those. Unfreeze them, and now we have two blocks in the space of one block. So we can like kind of merge sublevels like that, and I want to use that for the car. Because like, this is just a whole lot cleaner, and it's better to the wheel size than other things could be. So then, let's get down some basic wheels, because it'll be right on top of each other, but I do want space to build, so I'm going to put that there, and this here. And I want some chain drives like that, maybe like that. And that way we can get power to the wheels, and I want a directional gear shift on either side. In fact, I'm actually going to build this one further out, because it was getting in the way. That's two further out, but it's fine. And then I have create propulsion, which means that I have access to Stirling engines and burners. And the neat thing about these is that I can just place that there, and then this has a speed configurer, so I don't even have to worry about having that in a thing. Having that be inside the... Like, I don't need to worry about a rotational speed controller. And then I can hook up that, and then I want a blaze cake, because these are just like the highest burn time items. And then both of those start spinning. I think it burns like millions of items or something. I have no clue how long it lasts, but it's quite a while. And then from here, we should be able to get a typewriter and a link, and start heading to town. So I want to have that there, that there, that there, and that there. Then we have slime ball on two of them, and then swivel bearing on the other two. It doesn't really matter what items as long as you don't have them set to something else. You just need to remember the items because you're going to need it for the typewriter. And then I can put the bearing in here, and then have... Ooh, what am I going to have that connect to? I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is... I can put a sail, because I want to use these for downforce. because placing it upside down will do that. And then I can also have one of those on this side, like so. So then I just go down here, get out of the gap, and then yeah, that should be connected. It might not be, but I think it will be. And then looks the same on both sides. I think we can start getting into the front wheel placement. How far forward do I want these? Because it's going to be like same block style. So it's going to look like this from above. So maybe one block forwards from that. And then I can also have one over here. Build out the sail so we have even more downforce. We can tune that and tweak that as we go. And then I need wheels, which I have small tires here. I do want to build it to the scale of the small tires fairly well. So then it's going to be... Here, there's a mod that I have that causes me to be able to place these. So I can just look at it like that. I think that's too long. I'm glad I checked that, because I want it one shorter. Place this again. And then... grab this and put that there. Okay. Which doesn't leave me a ton of room for a seat, but we can make it work. This is the middle. We'll be surrounded on both sides. So if I have a seat, not here, but the physics bearing will be on this block. So I guess I can have a seat here, or a seat here, because I need a link here. I need the link for turning. Right there and there. And I can set that to sail, seat, seat. And that should all work out. And then if I place the typewriter, sail, seat, then I need to swap which ones those are going, but it is working. So that's as easy as going here, pressing this to D, it'll swap it to over here, and then I just need to re-put the seat into A, and then we have D and A, and then left, right, left, right. Okay, and that's working out just fine. And then that's not a bad car size, but we'll need to see how fast it goes and how we can tune it. And then, just right-clicking on these, I set up all of the typewriter's controls, so you can just right-click on this, W. And I'm going to place the typewriter right here. No, I don't want that frequency bound to left alt. What do I want that frequency bound to? Okay, this is fine. So I want a block here, and then I can place it off of the block. And then, now we have an actual control scheme. And I think I'm good to merge it now. Because I don't think there's anything else I need to place in the middle row that I can't just only place on one side. So I'm going to try this with slash disable, assemble, connected, da-da-da. Yep, worked perfectly fine. Delete that. Da-da-da. Well, it duplicated some stuff, but that's fine, this is creative mode. And then, if I were doing this in survival, I would get a cardboard tube. Because these are just great for moving contraptions, just a little bit. But, because I'm not, I'll just do it. Because I'm in creative, I'll just do it like this. And that way I can lock something in place too. Okay. And then all I have to do is right-click that, and then get the slime ball. I'll go down here, connect that, up to that, which is going to take some finagling. So, I am going to place it as close as I can. Like that. And then connect this over down here, like that. Okay. And then once I unfreeze one of these, yep, it should be the full car. And then we can tweak this and tune this. However, it is a good idea to test it. And that's why. Okay. Okay, so we can turn, but we are slightly top-heavy. And the turning doesn't build up, like, at all. So it is a little bit harder to control because of that. And there was a way that I could have gotten it to, because Aeronautics adds redstone things that it's like, there's an accumulator that builds up over time. Which means that I could make that like a timer and then it'll slowly build up the signal when pressed. However, that's like a lot of signal work for something that is just this. And I would have to have an external GPS. Not GPS, but I'd have to have an external guidance system of some kind. And somehow this got separated from itself. Unpowered locked. Always locked. That's the problem. I turned the wrong direction, and it became unlocked. Huh. I know how to fix this. I just have to freeze one of these in place, delete the bearing, and then move it out of the inside of the other one. And then I can replace the bearing right here where it was, right-click it, and then all we need is the slime ball again. And then I want to make sure that the bearing is always locked, so that that doesn't happen again. Okay, then we're going to go here, because this is fairly easy. Glue it to there, unfreeze one of them, unfreeze both of them, and now we have that. And this bearing shouldn't completely tip over because I went backwards at all. This is, however, a very interesting car. I wonder if I can do anything with the spoiler. The more downforce we have, like the more sails we have, the more downforce we have. And I'm not sure if it needs more downforce in the back, but it certainly looks better. So we're gonna try it out. As long as you don't turn too sharply, and even if you do turn fairly sharply, there's a bit of an issue, but it's not like we're completely tipping over now and going into a roll. I do want to try and fix that somehow. I wonder if placing a slab there will help. I'll also place one on this side. It needs, like, so much area, because you can't place the blocks here, because they technically occupy the same block, even if they don't occupy the same hitbox. So you have to move it, and then it's not the same hitbox, but... Okay, and then let's try turning now. Are we... Okay, so we are getting pressed against that block, and it does seem to be working. Ideally, the wheel wouldn't lift up when we turn like that. So if I go ahead and place that like that, and that there, and then unfreeze, how does that run? It's still lifting up both wheels, but I wonder if we can tune the suspension to fix that. Because we can go over here and tune this to 0, which will set it to 5. I don't know why it goes down to 0 if it's only 5, but... And then, from some angles, we can see the other blocks menu. Okay. Like... Okay, so it's... Oh, the wheel. Weird. place that in there, and then I'll go ahead and set all of these suspensions to 5. Okay, now with that change made, let's test out the car. It's still turning a little tight. I'm fine with this turning, it's just that we're so top-heavy. By switching this block out for a half layer, we can go ahead and, right there, get different heights. So let's go ahead and try out this turning. Oh, that is perfect. Okay. Just turns out we just needed a little bit less ground clearance, and then turning suddenly becomes perfect. But let's see how we're doing on speed. We're going pretty fast, but I still want to look. And we're still at the full whiz cakes. So I increased the back suspension a little bit, because we are colliding with the ground just a tiny bit. But we're still going, like, really fast. Oh, hi. We can go backwards, and that fixes you. Okay. So then, how does this car handle? Tighter turning than I thought. So, because we can turn around any of this stuff. Alright. So let's head over to the track and see how it does. Let's also go ahead and slap a velocity sensor right there, from this angle so that we can see forwards. Oh, I need goggles. Da-da-da. I need goggles of some form, so I'm just gonna put on both. And then I have cosmetic armor, so I'm just gonna turn that off. Okay, now I can see the speed, and we're going 30 meters a second? I kind of want to go faster than that, though. And to do that, we're gonna... You know what? I was gonna use a liquid fuel burner, but we just have solid fuel thrusters in the pack. So I'm gonna put one right there. And hope that that's good. You know what? Oh, that's not good. I forgot that when you have 3 blocks, it really likes to freak out. Yeah. So we're not gonna put that there. However, I will put it up here. And that will have 0 negative consequences whatsoever. And then I'm gonna wire up some links, and I will be back when I'm done with it. So then, if I press space, nothing happens. Okay, one moment. Okay, so I tried that out, and it sure does work. Here, let me not face a house, and then we can turn on the thrust. Not even holding W, we're going 34. If I activate W, we're going 47 now. How's the turning? Honestly, about as good as I would expect. We have the paneling there, so it's not like we're real easy to flip. But let's go ahead and drive to the north, where I have a track. It was actually south, I was wrong. But I'm not going to activate the thrust all the time, because I don't think it's very stable. But you really don't want to turn unless you need to. Okay, so if I go around this corner, we're going like 40 meters a second around this entire track. Okay. I'd say that this is a pretty fast car. I think that's where we're gonna end things off for today. Thank you for watching, and thanks for all of the subscribers I've got recently. Like, 99% of you aren't subscribed, because I have a video that has 100k, and like, not a lot of people subscribe from that. However, some of you are, and I want to thank you for that. I'm not going to tell you to, because that's your own thing, and like, YouTube will show you my videos anyway. It knows what you want to watch. But I like seeing the funny number go up, so if you want to, do it. If you don't, it's fine. You don't have to. See ya, car.